Hello, everyone. My name is Carson, and I'm a counselor here at San Diego Mesa College. I work in both the Career Center and in general counseling, and I'm so glad you've taken some time out of your day today to check out this recording of this workshop called 5 Steps for Transfer and Career. And this might be a perfect workshop for you if you're planning to transfer and you want to make sure the major that you picked and the school that you plan to apply to, or colleges and universities that you plan to apply to, is the best fit for you. So hopefully today this will give you some insight, and we're here ready to go. So the goals of the workshop are to understand how your values and your interests and lifestyle connect to your major and career. We're going to identify resources to explore your major and career. We're going to learn avenues on how to obtain work experience, understand how to utilize your university's career resources once you transfer, and identify other transfer options. And so that is going to be our main objectives today. So a lot of you guys ask, which comes first, major or career? I mean, what one do I pick first? And honestly, there is no right or wrong answer. And so some of you might go, well, there's a certain major that I am so interested in, I'm fascinated by it, it really piques my interest. That's fine. Choosing a major that interests you can get you excited about your classes, right? Hopefully you'll do well in your classes. You want to talk to your professors and ask them about different career opportunities within this major, right? And that may lead to a lot of wonderful things into a future career. Or maybe you have no idea on a major, but you really know the type of career or occupation or industry that you want to get into. And working backwards to find a major that will help support that career, that will lead you into that type of career industry. That's also a great avenue as well. Or maybe you're just like, I don't know career or major, I have no idea, but I know what I want, I know what my passions are, I know what my values are, what's important to you, and that can help you to decide how to fulfill those. So when I say lifestyle first, right, maybe it's wanting to stay here in San Diego. Maybe it's wanting to work in a job where you can be creative, where you can work in a diverse environment, collaboration is important to you, or maybe you want to work independently, right? But you want to have a good working conditions or a work-life balance. And so those are all important factors to consider on the whole major career development process that I'll go over more details in just a second. So as I mentioned, career development is a process. It is definitely a journey. For most of us, we don't just wake up one day or snap our fingers and go, oh, I know what I want to do when I grow up, right? It usually takes some time. And this visual here is to kind of show you the process that you might go back and forth with. But generally speaking, if you start on that top right under Know Yourself in the yellow, right? This is the time, if you have no idea on what you might want to do as a career and or major, and you really want to start exploring, this is the time to do soul searching, to find out what are your values, what are your interests, how does your personality play into this, your strengths, traits, your passions, what are you excited about, what gets you going, gets your energy up, right? And then the second is also to explore those options. And so when I say explore options, to explore different occupations, how do you become that certain occupation? How do you get involved and open that door to that career? What are the industry trends that hopefully when you graduate, are there going to be jobs in that area for you? And also career options for degree. What type of degree do you have to obtain to get that certain job, right? That's important to know. Do you need a certificate, associate degree? Do you need to transfer and get a bachelor's degree? Do you need to go to graduate school, right? And it's important to know what type of degree attainment that you would have to complete for that and what you're willing to also do as well. And also once you know that, then you can get more focused. You can feel like, okay, now I have a handle on myself, right? Exploring options. And also, if you need help with, the knowing yourself, but, you're not quite sure, ask a loved one. I'm sure they will give you plenty of feedback on the wonderful strengths and abilities that you have that can also play a role into this process. And so once you get focused, we can create that kind of career plan. We can make short-term and long-term goals and get more action-oriented and make the right decisions for you, because everybody's going to be different. And then we can work on gaining experience. working on building your 21st century skills, and then getting jobs, volunteer, internship experience, and connecting and networking with employers. So this is the process. Like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. You don't have to all do it in one semester, right? This is what I'm talking about, might be months or maybe years, or sometimes a lifetime process if you're transitioning to a different major or a different career as well. But we're here to help you with that. And so the first step to make sure you're on the right pathway is connecting your major to career. Make sure the major you're doing is going to lead up to that career that you want to, or at least, again, open doors to careers that you're interested in. And for sake of time today, I'm going to mention the three, but go over one specific resource today. One of the resources is What Can I Do With This Major, which I'll be showing and highlighting in a second. ONET Online, which is a great database full of tons of information, and the Occupational Outlook Handbook, which also includes some cool videos and information as well. So due to time, I actually have the What Can I Do With Your Major already ready to go. And so when you get to this, and again, all this information is on our Career Center website, which I will give you that link in a little bit. But when you go to the What Can I Do With This Major, you can go to the homepage and you can view all majors. So it sorts it by categories or meta majors or clusters. Or if you're not sure which category it goes into, you can go under the search bar and just type it in. But let's say today, for an example, I'm interested in art, design, and performance. And so when that loads, it's going to show me all the majors that fall under this category. So from advertising to cinema studies to interior architecture and design, dance, landscape architecture. But let's say I have a love for music, but I'm also very business oriented, and I like to make decisions, and maybe I want to be in entrepreneurship and work with people. Maybe I'm interested in music business. So for today, I'm just going to use that as an example. And when I click on there, it's going to show me what I can do in this field, who would be hiring me, and different strategies that I could use if I want to major in music business, and if this is the good choice for me. Because again, there's no perfect major, but you want to find a major that feels good, right? That's going to lead to opportunity. And so if I scroll down quickly here under music business, it's going to go over the different areas that I could work in. So I could do creative roles, right? So it gives me a list of occupations here, maybe music supervisor, a stylist, a musician, different employers that might hire me, maybe a recording label, a talent agency, and specific strategies that I can do to build my experience. Maybe I want to do a technical role, like work in radio or lighting design, or data and business management, work with entertainment law, copyright management, licensing firms. Maybe under the music business, I want to be more under promotions and marketing, doing PR. Maybe I want to get live and do live entertainment and be part of the touring process, be a booking agent, working with stage design. Or maybe I want to actually work with the talent and do artist management. So as you can see here, it gives you so many wonderful things going besides what most people think of music business, right? All these different things that maybe you had no idea what you could do with a music business degree. And then it even gives you professional associations. So as a student, you can usually join these associations for little cost or free. And it's a great way to network with other like-minded professionals in this field, or people who are also majoring in music business. Gives you information about Occupational Outlook, which is a resource that I provided earlier, related resources that I might find very useful, and maybe different employment opportunities. So this website is great. And like I said, you could play around on here and really dive deep to make sure you know what can I do with this major. So if we go back to the presentation here, we're going to go to step 2. So step 2 is obtain relevant work experience. And you're like, well, how do I do that? And we all know that everybody's busy, but it is important when you can to make that time, to get that experience, to build that resume, right? So you become more career ready. And some ways to do that is through jobs, part-time, full-time, paid, unpaid. Internships are wonderful. Joining campus organizations, community service, professional organizations, like I just showed you on how to, join specific professional organizations to network, volunteer, and to continue that research process. The step 3 is to utilize your Career Center. So besides utilizing the Career Center here at Mesa College, which I'll go over our resources in a little while, it's so important to use your Career Center throughout your journey at the community college and at the university. And I provided 4 local wonderful career centers at our universities here in San Diego. And I mentioned some of the things that they can help you with. So career counseling, different career events and workshops, helping you with cover letter and resume assistance, helping you with that job and preparation for an interview. These are all wonderful things that your career center can do at your university. And almost every university has a career center, so I would think about the schools you plan to apply to. Check out their career center. See how they support students on making sure that you are getting the services and becoming more career ready all the way through. And step 4 is look at other university options, right? A lot of us think, okay, well, I'm going to do business and I'm only going to go to this one school because my friend went there or my parents went there, or that's, I guess, the one closest that I live to. But it's good to know other options to make sure, again, the university is a good fit for you and your majors. Again, does it align with your values? Does it align with what you want to get out of your educational and career experience? So 2 great websites for students who plan to stay here in California and want to go to a public school is assist.org and the Transfer Major Explorer. And so some of you might be already familiar with Assist, but not the Transfer Major Explorer, which I like. So I'm just going to show you that real quickly. If you click on here, it'll take you, it's transferbound.com. And I can pick a certain area. So let's say I want to major in, let's do health and physical education. And specifically, I would love to do something with health education. And it's going to give me a nice little list here of every school, public school here in California, that has some type of degree related to this. And it's going to give the major name and the school as well. So for example, if I look under Health Science BS, Bachelor's of Science, and look to the right here, it'll tell me the 2 schools that have that. And I can even click on that school. In this case, it's Channel Islands. And I can read more about the health science degree at Channel Islands. What's the program description? Careers, what are their learning outcomes? So it takes you right to that page, which is so amazing. So I definitely recommend that you do that. It's a great resource. And then I have another example too, that if you don't want to, and that's my fault for going too fast there, going back here, is if you already know the schools you want to go to, you can go straight to their department websites. And so one in particular that has a great department website is CSU Fullerton's African American Studies Department. So I wanted to show you that because it goes over the major curriculum, how to contact faculty, the career opportunities, different alumni news and events that you can go to. So if you click on here, it'll show you that if you go to this page, it's going to give me a nice little video here, a letter to the students, pictures of faculty and staff, right? A student spotlight, faculty spotlight, alumni, right? That they have that connection with their graduates. Also like here, well, why major in African American Studies at CSU Fullerton, right? How is it beneficial, right? Well, it's beneficial to global awareness, civic engagement, and social justice, but more is going to go in there. Newsletters, testimonials, right? Scholarships, that's important, right? How can I get help funded with my education here? And much more. And again, it's always okay to contact them. It's great to contact them and ask them specific questions about their program to get it, to make sure it's the best fit for you. So I highly recommend look at all your different options. Once you check out their options, go to their department websites, contact the faculty or undergraduate advisors there and ask them the questions. It's so important. And then step 5 is attend transfer center events and workshops at Mesa. It's so important. We have such a wonderful transfer center with so much support. And a new resource we have is on Tuesdays, Transfer Tuesdays, which is happening back in August and this month in September and hopefully in the future. And you can register in advance to receive a Zoom link. So you can actually talk to a transfer center representative about your transfer questions. So that's so important. And it's also important to utilize our Career Center websites. Again, I work in the Career Center with an amazing team of people, and we are offering a lot of wonderful remote services, specifically under major and career exploration and readiness, career assessments for the Myers-Briggs type indicator and strong interest. We do online career prep tools. We have a job board. We have a wonderful, wonderful career peer ambassadors to do peer-to-peer resume and cover letter review. And you can make our appointments with a career counselor or one of our peer ambassadors. And here's our Google Voice number, our email, and our phone, our email and our website for you to check out all the wonderful resources and how to schedule that future appointment. And so since this is recording, I know you can't ask me questions directly right now, but please, please, please contact us in the Career Center. Phone, email, check out our website, contact the Transfer Center website too. They have so much information. Get a hold of us. We want to hear from you. We want to help you. And so we really hope that you contact us soon. And I hope this workshop was beneficial to you. And I hope to see you in a remote fashion soon, if not on campus. Take care and have a great day. Okay, bye now.